So the polls have been closed rather for 2.5 hours now, but the election ballot processing, that's still ongoing.
Yeah, it was going on long before today as all the mail ballots were processed. And county clerks have faced a lot of questions over the last week, ever since the inadvertent leak of voting system passwords by Democratic Secretary of State Jenna Griswold's office. And Steve Steger, you're up in Weld County, where the Republican clerk, Koppes, is always happy to take voter questions. And so now she's been getting all the usual questions, plus more questions about what's going on with these voting system passwords that had to be quickly secured within the last 7 days.
Yeah, Kyle, in fact, I watched Republican County Clerk Carly Koppes talk to folks here just about the process in the room as we were waiting for another ballot drop. She's standing right here with me. You've added flair since the last time we talked. You've had the hat and the shoes for a while, but now the shirt. Explain the shirt.
So my wonderful voter service and polling center judges at the University of Northern Colorado decided to get me a shirt, and they signed their names on it and gift it to me for my last presidential election as clerk and recorder.
I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so we were just talking about the integrity issues and the news in the last week about the voting system passwords leaked online. What kinds of questions have you've been getting, and what's your answer to folks when they ask, are elections still safe?
So I've been getting a lot of questions, and so what I have been reassuring people is that here in Colorado, and especially in Weld County, all of my fellow clerk and recorders, within 24 hours, we were making sure that our security posture was still strong. So we made sure everything was above board. We had our video recorded and made sure it was reviewed. We had our access logs reviewed, and so again, we knew going into the Secretary of State's office with the help of the governor's people coming in to reset those passwords to those impacted counties that we were still above board and that we were not negatively impacted by anybody trying to use those unfortunately leaked passwords.
Absolutely. All right, how are things going tonight? Seems relatively smooth. You had a big turnout at the last minute, kind of like folks coming and voting in person.
Yes, it was a great turnout. I'm super proud of everybody. And it's been steady coming back in, which is great. We love to have our voter service and polling centers coming in on a consistent basis, and they've been doing a fantastic job shutting down all of our in-person voting locations. Even with a huge last rush, we're done with everybody in-person voting before 8 o'clock. So that's a huge accomplishment considering how many people we did see come at the very last minute.
All right, absolutely a big deal. Republican County Clerk from Weld County, Carly Koppes, we appreciate it. I'm getting the wrap, but I got to tell you, there are a lot of very, very dedicated folks who are working incredibly hard to make sure that all of these ballots get counted. They're going to keep going. How late do you think they'll go?
So I will probably keep going until midnight, and then I will let all of my wonderful people go and then come back tomorrow.
It's better on a good night's sleep.
That's right.
Guys, back to you.
Okay, well, we say thanks to all of them. We see them hustling and bussing back there, and they do their job all the time. We appreciate them. Thanks, Steve.